Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. When we left off, things are getting dramatic, as you can tell by the organ in the background playing some rip-off Bach.
Yeah.
As we had to talk about for like 10 minutes for recording, because it's taking the piss out of Toccata and Fuge, or I think it's Fuge is how you're supposed to say it, right?
I'm not gonna even try
There's something
to touch
close to that. I know it's not Fugui. I know it's not how it's spelled. I think it's. I don't know how to do
Fuge?
the. I don't think the G is hard though. I don't know. Anyways, you were using Mr. Analysis to figure out the camera and figured out it was the bear and the punchy band J. L. Bird. There's his name, J. L. Bird. But then he's saying he's innocent, so we got to get down to business here. What do you mean?
Also, yes, thank you. Now we know that Surin is the supplier.
Yes, Surin Dogen. You should pronounce him correctly, I suppose.
Surin Dogen.
Dogen.
Call him Dogen. Because of Doge.
Alright.
Mr. Elbert did not move the body. He simply lent the victim his keys. What? It would seem Mr. Elbert did indeed strike Mr. Knightley on the head. However, Mr. Knightley was not knocked out. The two must have made a little negotiation.
Negotiation?
Man, that person will jamming on the organ in the background.
I like to imagine they're just sitting behind the camera at the wall we never get to see, just going crazy.
For Mr. Knightley's escape plan to work, he would have needed the keys to his cell. Just listen.
I'm gonna turn it down just for the sake of being able to progress.
So Mr. Elbert stole them from the guard. On the other hand, for Mr. Elbert to escape, he needed to get to Mr. Knightley's cell. But if Mr. Knightley had seen him and yelled, the plan would have gone down the drain. And so they negotiated.
Hold it. Oh, I didn't negotiate nothing.
Oh, you still intend to deny it?
I see. So, in other words, we're back where we started.
Mr. Elbert opened the cell door and Mr. Knightley entered Mr. Key's cage. And then he was moved into the prison.
Da 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 da. Of course! And then he was killed in the prison workroom! Weren't you listening?
No!
The scent on the body shows it must have been moved through the tunnel. Knightley was moved from the detention center through the tunnel.
And there she goes. Please wait until someone is finished before speaking. I do not claim that he wasn't moved through the tunnel.
You claimed that earlier. What? You don't?
Even he's like, the scent shows that the body was moved through the tunnel. However, that does not mean it came from the detention center. What do you mean? What do you mean? I have to do that every time. That sure sounds like a contradiction to me. Isn't there one more possibility?
Is she gonna say that he took him all the way to the top in the courtyard, killed him there, and like dropped his body through the well and pulled it back out in J. Albert's room? Probably.
The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped from down from there. The courtyard. Ah, the well in the courtyard.
Yes, I remember clearly.
Mr. Keyes carried the cage not to the workroom, but to the courtyard. Mr. Knightley was killed in the courtyard and his body was dropped down the well. Yeet.
That was good timing on that one.
And then the body at the bottom of the well was moved by Mr. Dogen's dog.
Cool.
Now, there's one thing I'd like you all to remember.
Yes?
Before the body was discovered. What was happening in the courtyard? The animal show, right? Regina and Simon were there. Wait? Simon? Ah! I see you understand. Who then dropped the body down the well?
Judge Courtney. She's a tough opponent. Her flexible way of thinking enables her to adapt and come up with her own deductions.
Mr. Knightley was not carried to the workroom, but to the courtyard. Mr. Keyes was off stage for 15 minutes. This was when he dropped Mr. Knightley down the well. It's as simple as that.
Judge Courtney, your reasoning is sound, I'll admit that. However, let's say the body was dropped down the well. It didn't have to be done during the show, it could have happened at a different time.
Yep. Unfortunately for you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, that is not possible.
What?
When the show started, Mr. Elbert was in the tunnel on his way to the cell block. Mr. Elbert, at that time, did you happen to see a body in the tunnel?
Nope, nothing like that. No.
So if the body had been dropped before the show, Mr. Elbert would have seen it. However, he has stated that he did not see a body. Oh boy. I love how they made it a freaking knight chess piece.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Instead of a K, you know?
Yeah.
So it is impossible to think the body was dropped before the show, and after the show the body was discovered in the workroom.
I mean, is there not a possibility that...
In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then moved to the workroom?
Couldn't they have dropped the body earlier and then Dogan's dog have moved the body earlier than J. Elbert went to use the prison route?
Yeah.
But I guess the thought process is that it happened when the dog was pulling the knife or chisel out of his chest. So
Yeah.
let's see.
Could only have been done during the show. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes.
No.
Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do?
If the body was moved to the well, that does put Mr. Keyes at a major disadvantage.
Yeah.
However, the notion that the body was removed through the well is only a hypothesis. That doesn't mean there is evidence.
I am obligated to recognize that fact.
Will you allow me to investigate the courtyard once more?
I give my approval in the name of the goddess of law.
Okay,
Well then.
thank you. We're investigating in the courtyard. I fear this may be our final chance.
Even
Huh?
Sebastian's like, what?
What? I mean, Jalbert didn't get away.
Fire!
Oh. Could be another prison break, pal. Should we evacuate? Oh, was that?
Yep.
Uh,
Everyone, please remain calm. This is just a signal for the evening meal. It's a little loud, so I can understand why you'd be surprised. It sure scared me.
It's a hell of an alarm for a
Yeah.
final meal.
I'm terribly sorry. And with that, everyone, please return to your posts.
You mean they didn't know either? What the hell does that mean? Okay, whatever.
J. Elbert, it's also time for you to return to your room.
Ah, bah, I got it. Let's go, Rocky. Let's go, Rocky. Get him. Warden Roland, we'll be proceeding to the courtyard for another investigation.
Isn't it time for you to go home as well, Mr. Edgeworth? Looks like we're out of time. Why don't you continue this at another time?
But the investigation
Today's been a big day, right? With the escaped prisoner and all.
almost sounds like you don't want me to go look for some new
Yeah.
facts that might point to your little fluffy foxy ass.
So I'm afraid I can't let outsiders like you loiter around any
Talk about
longer.
a foxy lady.
Pff,
Because you got a fox around her neck.
I get it. This is my decision as the warden of this prison. Looks like it can't be helped. The warden's word can be called the law of the prison. Prosecutor Edgeworth, this means we will have to carry out our investigation another day. Until then, you may hold on to your prosecutor's badge. And with that, I leave you. Gee, thanks.
Toodaloo!
Oh, no! Come back.
Don't forget I'm the best! The best!
I'll never forget, Sebastian. Now I think it's time you all left.
Well, it looks like we'll have to continue the investigation tomorrow.
After she
Has
is able
cleaned
to
herself
hide
up.
things,
Yeah. Ellie's body was dropped down the well. It was carried to the workroom for Mr. Albert's cell. This Judge Courtney's logic, but is it correct? And Judge Courtney claims that Mr. Keyes transported him, but was Mr. Keyes really the only one with a chance to move him?
Mr. Edgeworth, let's do our best tomorrow.
Gambate!
Gambate! We have to save Simon no matter what.
Indeed, I agree. I must prove Mr. Keyes' innocence without fail. To be continued. Right now, as I hit the save button, and then it does the 10 seconds where it
At
saves
least
the
it
game.
wasn't like 2 minutes away from a to be continued.
Exactly, like we usually have
Yeah.
recently.
I hate it when that happens.
All right.
March 29th.
10:12 a.m. prison courtyard. Bap bap ba da la bap. And now it's clear now.
Yeah.
The courtyard. Depending on what we find here, the entire incident could become clear. However,
There's nothing left here.
as I said, they moved all the stage away.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Isn't there one more possibility? The well in the courtyard. It's possible the body was dropped down from there. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then moved to the workroom could only have been done during the show. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keys.
was the body dropped down the well or not?
Was that grate over the well always there?
Yes.
Okay.
This could be the decisive clue that we need to reach. We need to reach the truth of the
I was
matter.
gonna say she barred it.
For I need to investigate and organize my evidence. Get rid of the unnecessary shit. Daddly do. Cool. Now,
Let's see here.
if I'm correct, there's a lock on there.
Hey, there's a grate here.
What a great. Well, those run dry after all. Yeah, put a lock on it. Even put a lock on it.
Lockpicking is one of my specialties. Wanna see?
There's absolutely no need for you to show off.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Whoa!
What happened, Kay?
The lock is broken! Judging from the looks of it, feels like it was broken some time ago.
So the lock was broken. This means that anyone could have dropped the body down this well. According to Judge Courtney's reasoning, Mr. Keys murdered Knightley in the courtyard. And then during the show, he disposed of the body in the well. You think so? They really used the well to move the body?
I know. Let's get Missile to help us out again. You should be able to track the scent of the body.
Good idea. Let me contact Detective Gumshoe.
Missile!
He's on vacation, pal. He's
Missile's
in the Bahamas
on
right now.
vacation. On paid,
Yes, Detective
unpaid
Gumshoe here.
vacation.
Detective, I have a favor to ask of you.
And dog biscuits.
We would like for you to bring Missile to the prison courtyard. Sounds like you need help with one of my 7 secret weapons again, huh, sir?
Oh, God.
I thought Missile belonged to the police department. And also, I'd like for you to contact a witness. Please contact Regina Berry to the Berry Big Circus and bring her here. Gotcha, that's bring them over in a flash.
Literally, it teleports. So, what should we do while we wait for Gummy? How about some hide and seek?
What are you talking about, Kay? There's nowhere to hide here. I don't think that is the issue. Kay, during times like this, isn't it your turn to shine?
Oh, that! You want me to recreate the crime scene?
Hell yeah, dude. Huh? How do you do that?
Oh, just you wait. See for yourself. The Great Thief's secret weapon, Little Thief.
Little thief. Chaos Emerald.
Gonna
Come on.
blow your
Where is it?
frickin' mind, Uncle Ray.
Whoa. What is that? Screen's floating in midair. Just what are you doing, Kay?
I made floating screens cool before Athena. Who's Athena? I'm entering the information needed for the simulation.
Little Freudian slip. Mr. Shields, this little thief is a tool that can recreate a crime scene based on the information it is given.
Freudian slip? What do you mean?
It kind of worked almost.
Freudian slip? What?
It's hard to explain what a Freudian slip is.
It
but-
was me saying Athena, but then like
I know,
doing
and
a joke.
Yeah, because she wouldn't know who Athena
Yeah.
is. I'm just dumb. Let's continue.
It's not a Freudian slip. Should I set it for how this place was like when we came here yesterday?
Yes, I believe they were in the middle of taking down the set. We didn't pay enough attention to the well, so it's possible we may have missed a clue.
I spit on the microphone.
Oops.
Leave it to me. I took a picture of the place too. There, and there. Data entry complete. Now to set the projection to maximum output.
Chaos Emerald.
Dark skies of evening when no other bird
no.
dares take wing. One alone remains all seeing.
She's doing the thing.
Now witness the true power of a real modern day Robin Hood.
That's not a Chaos Emerald.
They made
Whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa,
it's-
whoa, whoa, whoa. What,
Well,
what just happened?
She's also. Has she ever done anything this big? Like a whole courtyard?
Yeah, she did that whole.
Oh yeah,
she did the whole
badger
freaking
place.
Yeah, and the taking down Gavanier's stage thing.
I like the new animation though. It's more complex.
Yeah.
Instead of
Oh,
just
boy.
boop,
What just
it
happened?
did a little spinny thing.
Yeah.
I recreated the courtyard from yesterday based on the information I entered. This was a tool This was a tool the previous Yatagarasu used. It's a device to run simulations to practice stealing things.
But used in this manner, we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past.
Oh, but it's still only a recreation based on what information we have. I can't recreate what I don't have information for, and if my information's incorrect, the recreation could come out strange too.
In this case, since Kay had the photo, there should be no problems. Now let's begin the investigation. Alright, let's go back to the well because they took away the weights and stuff.
Since it's a recreation, you can examine things just like you always do.
Yes, I know how to do this.
You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction.
Yes, I know. I did this last time. First, let's start with the well. Of course. Go!
Yeah, that stuff.
Examine the area around the well. It holds the key to this case. The weights. This is a metal weight. The weighs
33 pounds.
It's hard to see in the recreation. Okay, do you remember?
33 pounds. I think it was 33 pounds.
There we go.
Told you.
Logic. The logic game's coming back. Yeah.
I wonder what such a heavy thing was used for.
Doesn't seem to be directly related to the circus. There's also a rope with little, I guess I can call that a stake.
Yeah.
It's a sturdy hemp rope.
It looks like the rope they use for tug of wars.
I'm not gonna play tug of war with you.
I didn't even say anything yet.
There's a metal stake attached to the end of the rope.
Ah, you use these to pin down the tent when you go camping.
Doesn't seem like they need this for the performance. I wonder what it was used for. And then all this with these billows here? Is that what these
You
are?
mean pulleys?
Oh, those are pulleys. They look like
Billow!
They look like billows to me from top. They look like billows. You can see that, right?
No!
The billow. There's some pulleys here. They don't appear to be the pulleys that was used to lift the bucket from the well, and they don't appear to be billows either.
You don't remember that we already looked at this stuff before too? We're like, oh, it's why is there rope and pulleys here?
It's been a while.
Not that long.
Man.
It's been a couple days.
Man, chairs. These are used for audience seating during the show.
Billow! Folding about these chairs must have been a chore.
Is that so?
Don't tell me you've never tidied up folding chairs before.
I've delegated that task to other people.
Yeah.
Do that again.
Mr. Edgeworth, you should try doing some manual labor once in a while besides in bed.
I'll look into it.
The whole joke that I made before.
All right, let's look at the stage. This is the stage where they put on the animal show.
If I put on a great thief show, I wonder if anyone would come.
I'm pretty sure police would show up. That's boring.
It's the same exact thing.
So, is there something
else?
else?
Or wait, look at the elephant maybe, since it's a new recreation thing.
What was the elephant's name again?
She's a Steak the Asian elephant.
Huh, interesting. That's the other logic piece that we get.
Huh.
Okay. Ah, that's right. It's an easy name to remember. Maybe they couldn't think of a good name, so they gave her a name that's easy to remember.
Mr. Edgeworth, what a terrible thing to say about poor Steak.
And then the cart. This crate. Oh, there are tires. Okay, yeah, I guess it's a cart.
Just once I like to ride on one of these bad boys.
Hey, I'll push you down the stairs. Yeah. Same joke.
Maybe one of those office chairs with wheels? Doesn't that sound like fun?
I'll push you down the office chair and wheels down the stairs.
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun.
Okay. I mean, these two can't tie together, right? We don't have anything that would make sense for that, but those are the only two logics that we have. Unless there's something else I can look at here. Yeah, there's something I'm missing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look at the lock.
The blanket.
It's part. I can't
Are
touch
you
anything.
sure?
Yes, I'm over it, and there's no examine thing here. I can
Oh.
only examine the pulley thing.
Well, okay.
So I'll touch the lock. The ball is behind the stage. That means only few people would have access to dump the body in the well during the performance. This isn't looking good for Mr. Keys.
No, it's not. These things around the well, what were they used for?
Huh. Okay.
They don't seem to be related to the animal show.
I agree. We can ask Miss Berry about it later. That's all the information we can gather for now. The detective should be here soon too. Okay, go ahead and shut down Little Thief.
All right, returning the area to normal.
Beep beep boop bop boop beep. Beep 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 boop bop bop beep boop. Just one boop. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, the dog just came so far.
Yep, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I ran over there a second. Oh shit.
Dude, that song's pretty much Gumshoe's theme song, isn't it? Because, like, he's always around when it's playing.
I mean, it is just an Ace Attorney thing. This song has lasted from beginning to end.
Oh, yeah.
I was in the first game through pretty much all. I mean, I don't think it was in the 3D games because they went really heavy on, like, the high quality audio
this
in
is
the,
like
in
the
the 3D
OG.
games. But yeah, back in the original trilogy, this was big.
It played all the time, especially, you know, during investigation stuff.
Such a good
since
jam.
I have the soundtrack too.
Yeah.
So we've listened to this a bunch of times.
Just a little bit.
Hey, speak of the gummy.
The mummy? I'm not a mummy.
I said gummy.
Does that mean you have gum? Does that mean I have gum? What does this mean? Detective Gumshoe. Stop. That was quick. I'm impressed. I couldn't keep waiting for too long, sir. I know you'd cut my pay if I did.
Thanks for coming along too, Regina. No problem. It sounded like fun, so I skipped practice to come here. Oh, she's excited.
Thank you for your cooperation. First, Detective, let's have Missile do some tracking. No problem, sir. Hey, Missile. Over here, pal.
Oh, God. He's already growling.
Hey, what's eating you, pal? I said over here.
Goodness.
What's the matter? Looks like he's scared of something, sir. Probably an alligator that would eat him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh, that's you.
I guess he's scared of the alligator, sir. Good grief. Looks like Missile won't be much help to us. So what should we do, Miles? Maybe we can ask Miss Berry for help.
What is it? What is it? Is there something I can do? Do you want me to teach Allie a trick?
Actually, she probably could. No, I just need you to tell me about the condition of the courtyard during the show.
Looks like it's my time to shine again.
Yes, if you please.
Look at him sniff. Alright, that should do it. I'm starting up the recreation now. Hold on to your butts.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, wow. Recreation complete. This time you can see how the courtyard was during the animal show.
It should be around the time the body was dropped down the well.
Wow, cool. It's just like magic. It's not magic. I just recreated the scene based on the information you gave us.
Okay. Theory time.
Oh boy, what?
What are the chances, because I noticed up top there that the well is kind of grayed out because they don't have that information finalized yet?
Yeah, they don't have the information of what the well looked like during the show.
Here's my thought, is that they used the blankets and all to cover up the body hanging by a pulley above the well. So they didn't drop the body yet, but Knightley's body was hanging there the whole time above the well. As morbid as that sounds, you know what I mean? By using the bloodstained sheets, and there were more sheets beside the well as well. Those sheets probably held the body inside it, and then the plain sheets were used to cover up the outside of the well, so it was completely covered.
I mean, wasn't there like rope around the body when we found it too?
There's rope with the body as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, there's rope. Yeah, so they probably tied Knightley up in these sheets.
In the blanket, yeah.
And then they used the other blanket and ropes and pulley and all that to, as like I said, as bad as it sounds, kind of hang the dead body there just to wait until a certain point happened, and then they dropped the body through. So the body was there during the whole show, so it can actually open up the time frame. That's my assumption.
Huh. Okay.
So, okay, sorry, I had a brain fart for a second there. I just stopped.
You just, yeah.
My brain literally
you were
paused.
buffering.
Yes.
See? Look over there.
Oh, hey, there it is. Huh? Backstage area is missing.
Sniff, sniff. Well, Regina didn't help with the preparations, so she doesn't really know how it was set up.
I get you can't recreate what you don't have the information for, huh?
I'm sorry, it's because Simon took care of setting everything up.
Don't worry yourself none, Regina Pie.
Oh, God.
Miles is one at fault here. Why me?
Mr. Edgeworth, I've recreated the show in progress. But I can also change it to how it was earlier when it was being taken down.
I see. So we can examine the courtyard during the show and after the show. You can freely switch between the two different states.
Oh, nice.
To change the recreation, select Little Thief on the bottom screen. Now let's begin the investigation. Okay. I don't know why I need to go backwards, but let's take a look. Wow, that's an interesting, that was interesting. Wow, she's perfectly in front of my sprite, so I just... Huh.
Mr.
Never
Edgeworth,
seen that one before.
What the hell did you just do? Stop it!
Oh my god.
Stop it!
That's amazing. I'll never be able to do it again, so... She's in the way.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm gonna go touch this now.
Leave her alone.
Oh, this crate was empty in the recreation earlier.
Oh my god. That's right. It was also empty in the picture I took. I'm sorry, that information is wrong.
What do you mean?
This crate contained Astique's food. In the morning on the day of the show, all the apples were gone.
Whoops, hit the wrong button.
I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Missing apples, huh? I should make note of it. Interesting. 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 Very, very interesting. But a missing elephant that's totally not behind me. Where'd the elephant go? That's not behind
The elephant's
me.
on stage.
I know, that's the joke I was making. It's the cage of the Asian elephant, Astique. The elephant is performing on stage right now, so the cage is empty.
I wonder how Astique entered the courtyard.
What do you mean, how?
The entrance here is human-sized. This fence is electrified. I don't think an elephant would enter from there.
They could just turn off the electricity.
If they did that, all the inmates would escape.
Don't anyone escape while an elephant was entering.
I wonder how she came in. This requires some thought.
She seems to be enjoying her little brain teaser. I should just let her be.
It's a riddle, Mr. Edgeworth.
Riddle me this. Elephant.
A love story between an elephant and a tiger. I really wanted to see that. I also wanted to see Simon in action. As a monkey. Simon's really amazing, especially the part where he gets blown away.
Blown away. That's the scene in question.
At that point, the suspect in the role of the villain is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage.
Your singing crime was committed during the time.
Oh, yeah. What the
Do you
hell?
know how long he was gone from the stage?
Let me think. About 15 minutes or so.
It's just as Judge Courtney said. But isn't it dangerous to be blown away by an elephant?
It's alright. Astique is very gentle.
That's not who we're worried about here.
During the first few practices, he was having trouble getting blown away. Then all of a sudden, he was able to be sent flying beautifully. He might be using some sort of device, but it's amazing.
A device? Do you know anything about it?
I have no idea. Simon handled it all by himself.
Huh.
Maybe he used the weights to help yeet himself?
That's my thought, is he used that as a way to, like, you know, pull himself backwards, but... Huh. Anything about the chairs? These chairs are lined up in an orderly fashion. I guess there were a few empty seats during the performance.
This inmate atmosphere and the closeness between the stage and the audience. It reminds me of a karaoke tournament I entered when I was a kid.
You what? Karaoke tournament?
I was the runner-up. Oh god.
Now you get to sing as Kay. Do it.
Oh,
Don't let
but
people
what?
down. Just sing. Just make a tune like I do. There's no... Just make it happen.
She's just singing her own song. Dark skies of evening, where no other bird dares take wing, when alone remains all seeing. Now listen to the song of a real modern day Robin Hood.
Don't tell me I actually sang that song.
Of course, this song rocks.
I'm surprised she actually made it to the finals. She steal second place?
Oof.
Nah, if she didn't steal first place, she must have gotten there fair and square. God, that's a horrifying thing.
I'm pretty proud of that. That was pretty good.
Good, you should be.
Was that good? That was good.
Yes, it was.
I went for a rock and roll vibe.
Yeah.
Do you come here often, Regina?
You trying to flirt with her? You come here often?
Yes, I have many friends here. I love this place. New friends, old friends, everyone's a friend here. Yesterday, Miss Warden introduced me to a new friend, Little Allie. Little?
The alligator who lurks in the pond in the courtyard.
Listen, I know I'm short, but come on. That pond, if you get too close, feels like you'll get gulped. I don't think Little Allie would do such a thing. Stomach wasn't feeling very well yesterday. I'm worried. Aren't you all worried too? Right? Yes, of course. We're all worried, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Don't drag me into this.
Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
All right, well, next time we're gonna take a look at this, grade out well, and do some of these logic puzzles, because there's some things building up here. But we're gonna have to try that out next time.
I think we have all of it.
Honestly, I don't know, but that's what we're gonna find out.
When we have all of it, it's usually 5, right? Like, there's not really much space for.
Yeah, there isn't much space.
Anything else?
I guess we'll find out next time.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna get so lost.
I won't let you. I'm gonna help as best I can.
Okay.